The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our baking soda and our salt, and what we're going to do is we're going to add it to our sour cream. And what that does is the acid combines with the baking soda, and what it does is it gives it a little extra boost. Okay? So when it comes to baking, it's really important to have everything at room temperature. So what I did is I came in earlier and I took my butter and my eggs out. So what I did is I took my butter and it's almost past a little bit past room temperature. It's nice and soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butter, put it in the mixer, and then I'm going to take my sugar and I'm going to put that in the mixer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cream it, and I'm going to cream it to the point where it's almost fluffy. But what I want to avoid is I don't want to do it too far because I don't want to have too much air in it. So this takes a couple minutes. In the meantime, what I've done is I've sifted 5 cups of flour. I've taken and I've broken 2 eggs. I have my sour cream, and the only other ingredient is vanilla. Whenever you cream something or you're adding air to something, what you want to do is you can start out at a high speed, but then you want to go down to a medium speed to control it. So my butter and my sugar are creamed, so at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my eggs. I'm going to add 1 egg at a time until it's fully incorporated. Those are blended well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start adding my sour cream about half at a time. That's fully mixed. I'm going to add my flour in 3 stages. So I'm going to add 1/3 of it right now. And I'm going to add my vanilla before it's too late. I almost forgot about that. So whenever you make cookies or you make cakes or anything, what you want to do when you add your flour is you want to add your flour just until it's fully incorporated. You do not want to overmix it. I'm going to add my second stage of flour. I'm going to mix that just until mixed. All right, now we have a nice, just incorporated dough. It's nice and soft. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of the bowl. I'm going to wrap it in plastic, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour. And then when it comes out, I'm going to show you how to roll nice, perfectly even cookies every time. So welcome back. Our doughs have been in the refrigerator for an hour. What we're going to do is we're going to roll it out. We're going to cut it, and we're going to put it on a sheet pan. So what I did is when I put this in the refrigerator, what I did is I made it kind of resemble what it's going to be when I roll it out, and then that way it'll make easier to roll out. So the first thing I did is I took a piece of plastic, and what I did is I wrapped some cardboard in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dough in here, and when I roll it out, this is going to make so when I roll it out that they're going to be the perfect depth, so when they bake evenly. Okay, ideally if I had a couple of yardsticks, that would have been best. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take a little bit of flour and I'm just going to dust my surface. And then I'm going to take my dough and I'm going to put it in between my cardboards. Then I'm going to dust that again with a little bit of flour. Then I'm going to take another piece of plastic and I'm going to put it on top of there. Try to make that nice and neat and even. And then now what I can do is I can take my rolling pin and I can roll out the dough And with my little guides here, what that's going to do for me is I'm going to have the exact same depth on every cookie, so when I go to bake the cookies, they're all going to bake the same. So I think I'm good there. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to get rid of these. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dust my surface. I'm going to take my dough. Flip that over, pull that off, and I'm ready to go. So now I can just go along. I have some stars. These are going to be some nice thick cookies. I like doing the dough this way. Not only do you get an even, but what happens is you don't get a bunch of flour stuck to the dough, so then they don't get tough. Sometimes when you work a dough and you keep adding flour to your table to keep the dough off the table, what happens is some of the flour mixes into the dough and it'll make the dough tough. So this is a way around it. So when I'm done here, I have my oven preheated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these in. I'm going to put them in at 300. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bake them for about 12 minutes, or I should say I'm going to check them at 12 minutes. And then it should take about 15 to 18 minutes before they're completely done. So because we don't have a lot of flour incorporated in this dough, we can actually take this dough and mix it back together, and then we can re-roll it, and then we can make some more cookies out of it. Thank you.